Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing our discussion on Thiruvarutpayan, verse number 56. Kann, Thollai, Kaanum, Neri, Kann, Uyir, Nappan, Nilai, Undu, Illai, Alladu, Oli. Today's verse is a beautiful verse, especially explained with an analogy. You see, when you talk about the eyes, we all have eyes, right? Can it see for its own self? It can't. If that is the case, why can't a dead body see something? The dead body doesn't have the ability to see an object. Why? Because the soul is not there, the life is not there. So does it mean that the soul is the one seeing? No. If that is the case, then even without the body, a soul can get enlightenment, which is not practically possible. So there is a combination which is needed, soul versus the body. Now the body doesn't have the ability to see on its own self, the soul doesn't have the ability to realize what is it. So which means the eyes are seeing something, we are just staring at something, but we are not able to take the inner meaning of it. Once if we want to understand what we are seeing, there must be some mediator between these two. There must be a mediator between the soul as well as the eyes, and that is what we call it as the organ. Because when you talk about the organ, that is one aspect of it, and there is something which is, that's what we were talking about in our Unmai Vilakkam. When we were discussing Unmai Vilakkam, we were actually talking about this, that if you remember, that we were talking about it as part of Tanmathirai. Tanmathirai is the senses and the sense organs. Eyes is an organ. The capability to see that is called as the sense. So without the sense, the organ and the soul cannot link what it is seeing. So this is a very simple analogy. Now let's look at this in our Siddhantam, which means the soul is there. It needs to see something, see in the sense, realize and relate with that. So what is the light in between is the grace. So the soul, if it has to understand and see and achieve realization, once it has to go in the path of realization and start understanding the Almighty, the only thing that is going to be a bridge or a mediator between these two is called as the grace. So grace is very, very important for a soul to start relating and realizing the Almighty. Such a lovely analogy as well as a lovely verse as of now. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.